every punch I hit you with, you're going to feel Philadelphia. You're going to feel my pain, my struggle. You're going to feel Hammer and Hank. And guarantee that night I will be the new WBO world champion. Ain't scared of the speed. Then the thing about it, I'm half, you know what I mean? I'm already in shape. When you in shape, it ain't no more to do but to fight.
Look good, folks. Terence Crawford coming in, facing Hank Lundy. Both hands. Lundy trying to fire back. That's it. Round 5, stop it.
On February 27, 2016, Hank Lundy was looking to take the WBO World Championship away from the reigning champion, Terence Crawford, and Hank was exuding nothing but confidence in his own skills and preparations.
You can look at him and tell he got to train tonight. We already ready. It's all good. I go home, go to a hotel and eat, enjoy myself. He got to train.
On the other hand, Terence Crawford kept his composure and just saw Hank as another opponent to walk through in the ring.
You know, like everybody say, oh, I'm going to do this to him, I'm going to do that to him, or I see a flaw in this, I see a flaw in that. But when you get in front of me, you see a different thing.
Anytime the two fighters were face-to-face with each other leading up to the fight, drama followed, and both of them got physical with each other during their face-off. When it came time for the fight, both men were fired up to prove that they deserved to walk away with the WBO World Championship and the bragging rights. Hank came out aggressively, trying to set the pace of the fight with his speed, while Terence took a moment to analyze his opponent.
Conventional stance. Both have been known to switch to southpaw. With Lundy, it's just that he switches to southpaw. With Crawford, it's that he becomes an even more dynamic. He told us yesterday that he would switch southpaw as soon as Crawford did, but he hasn't done it yet, and he gets in a left hook. Does Hank Lundy.
It was a two-piece, Jim.
Opponents have been able to hit Crawford, and that was a hard left hook by Lundy. So Lundy gets in the first couple of hard punches. Delorme won the early rounds against Crawford. Gamboa won the early rounds against Crawford. And right now, Lundy is winning the first round against Crawford.
Lundy describes himself as an open class fighter. In the amateurs, you're a novice till you have a certain number of fights, then you're open class.
Good counterpunch by Crawford there. Lundy missed. Crawford caught him on the chin. Still in the southpaw stance is Terence Crawford. It's just the nature of his face. It's not that he's trying to be unusually dramatic. He understands that the role of the referee is not to be the star of the show, but sometimes you can't take your eyes off of it.
Lundy's had a good success here and there against Crawford. He's got to put something on him that wears him down as the fight progresses.
Well, you got to prove to Crawford that you can hurt him, because if you don't, he's going to stay right here in your face, and he's going to keep the pressure on until he forces you into a mistake. Then when he hits you with something hard, it's going to hurt.
Another good combination for Lundy after Crawford had caught him with a couple of shots.
Terence switched to southpaw, which completely changed the dynamic of the fight, and he managed to take control of the round by utilizing the jab and body shots.
Scorer here, of course, our unofficial scorer is Harold Letterman. We'll show you his card after the third round. You may have noticed there that Crawford has two trainers, Brian McIntyre and Esau Dieguez.
For a guy as skillful as Crawford, he likes to fight. And Lundy, it seems, wants to bring that out in him early in the fight to give himself better chances.
Well, that's the best chance for Lundy, to make it an ugly fight, make it a swapping fight, so that he can get a chance to land something big. And the fight goes, the better it is for Terence.
He made some of his fans nervous, clearly losing the early rounds to Delorme. Eventually, it became clear he was bringing Delorme in. He was reeling them in like a fish, giving him opportunities to land so that Delorme would, in fact, come forward with some...
Yeah, but Delorme is a skillful athlete who happens to box. Lundy is a fighter. And there's a difference.
Yeah, you can look at him now and tell he's a much smaller guy. He's not really the bigger guy here. He probably should still be campaigning at 135, but he's the type of guy that if nobody else will fight Crawford, he'll take it.
He already shook his head no, which means, of course, yes. He got caught with a good shot, Lundy did. He says he has a trap set for Crawford when Crawford...
But we haven't seen anything else since then.
That's right.
Hank Hank's early speed advantage was gone as Terence got into a rhythm, and hard counters helped him win the round yet again.
Range finder, because once he gets the range, he'll know when he can attack like that with a straight left hand. But when you put it at his forehead, use that to gauge how far away he is or how much more ground you have to cover when you do go to attack with a big punch.
Holmes did the same thing. That's exactly right.
Not a heavy jab.
No, it's not a heavy jab at all. It's a range finder to keep me busy and to let me know how far away or how much more of a makeup I have to do to get to you.
That was a pretty heavy jab by Lundy.
Yeah, it was.
The quintessential heavy jab would be what we're turning his fist down into Lemieux's mouth over and over with the jab.
Because he wasn't concerned about Lemieux countering the jab at all. These two guys are more experienced. You fight a guy from Philadelphia, you know he knows how to counter a jab if you come in there jabbing like an idiot.
See, a fight like this, they're both boxers. I mean, Lundy thinks of himself as a boxer, and Crawford's obviously a boxer.
But nevertheless, they don't like each other. You can feel it, and the fight is likely to break out again.
And I saw Terence just get really close with the straight left hand. He used the jab a couple times to get close, then he tried it, but Hank was smart enough to avoid the left hand.
That was such a smart move by Lundy, getting inside his deep amateur background. He's just a
Lundy tried to answer some of Crawford's hits, but Crawford hit him with a hard left cross that staggered Hank.
Very busy with the right hand since putting that stick in front after he switched to the southpaw stance. Harold, how do you have the fight through the first 3 rounds?
Okay, Jim, I got it 2 rounds to 1, 29-28, Terence Crawford. I mean, he's doing a nice job keeping good distance, landed that right jab constantly. Anyway, 2 rounds to 1, Terence Crawford.
Max, you agree with Harold's score?
Yep.
So we go to the 4th, and still Crawford stays in the southpaw stance. Tonight, he dispensed with the conventional stance 44 seconds into the fight and has standing southpaw ever since. That takes the element of surprise away, but more and more, fight by fight, it appears that this is the way he's most effective anyway.
Oh, Hank's turned southpaw now.
So now they're both fighting in southpaw stances.
And here we, even though it's early, you start to get to a moment of truth. Lundy, through his, pluck and his timing and his competitiveness, made it a good fight for 3 rounds. We know Crawford starts slow. He analyzes his opponent, and then he starts to break them down.
Also, have given Crawford a chance to land something big.
Yeah, he may give Crawford a chance for the straight left hand or the overhand left, and it looks like Lundy is bleeding on the outside of his right eye.
Yep.
See that hook right there? Crawford lands.
Crawford's caliber, it gets to a point in the fight where they figure some things out, and all of a sudden the other guy's head starts to get flown this way and that way in 2 and 3 punch combinations. The sweat and blood starts to fly, and Crawford, I think, is starting to feel like it's entering that phase of the fight.
A good counter by Hank.
Hard left hand. Crawford showing you the beard, which he has shown us in several fights. He took some hellacious shots from your...
Crawford came out looking to finish the fight, and after knocking Lundy down with a huge right hook, the ref put a stop to the fight moments later when Lundy had trouble standing his ground.
Lundy got the jump on Crawford early. Harold Letterman gave him the round. Since then, Harold has scored every round so far for Crawford. 3 out of 4.
Deal with that jab, and hopefully it'll open up something else for Crawford.
Another left hand landed for Lundy. Crawford came back with a 1-2 of his own.
Yeah, both fighters just Lundy. Lundy has to be careful because Crawford's going to set him up right there.
Big left hand and another left hand. Momentarily wobbles Lundy.
Yeah.
Lundy trying to find his legs. Crawford looking for a way to land another shot. Left hand knocks Lundy into the ropes. Good body shot by Crawford.
And Lundy let Crawford get a little too close, and you saw that coming.
Down goes Hank Lundy on a Crawford left hand. That's why fans love Steve Willis.
Hey, are you all right? Yeah. Look at me. You all right? Come here. He let Crawford get a little too close.
Hard left hand. Hard left hand again. Crawford
wailing away at Lundy in the corner, and Willis is going to stop it.
Terence let Hank know that this was always going to be the way it ended up, but he paid his respect to his opponent in the end with some good sportsmanship. Comment if you think Hank Lundy ever stood a chance against Crawford, and like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.